Hey guys, today I'm doing a little update thing mostly about me. I'm gonna probably just talk about university and stuff I've been doing, like, you know, just games and the channel and stuff. So it's all pretty well rounded. And yeah, we've got a Green Day poster missing. It fell down in a video, and Blue Tack sucks apparently. Also, it's been up there for ages, but everyone always mentions them, so I thought I'd explain why there's a big blue hole in my heart behind me. But yeah, also, the audio quality is probably not amazing. I'm not using my mic just because simplicity, and my hair is mental now. I do need a haircut, and I will get one soon, so yeah. That's the first sort of just issues cleared up in the vlog. But yeah, I mean, I've done everything with university now. I had this big panic for a while because I didn't initially get into halls because I went through clearing, so I applied for halls late, and they were like, no halls for you, so I was like, oh shit, now I have to find a house or like rent a room, and that was pretty stressful. I actually almost got into this this house with like 4 other people. I'd just been renting a room, reasonably priced, kind of far away from the university and like in Peckham, so I wasn't super happy about that, but I ended up backing out because I wanted loads of money really quickly. So, like a deposit, a first week's rent, like a deposit to the guy who was the other guy that, I don't know, it sounded kind of shady, and I didn't really want to, you know, do that. So then I spent like the next 2 days, well, 3 days, calling up landlords, being like, oh, what's your room like? And then emailing people, and I almost applied for one, and I got this one thing, like this. I got this one thing sent to me that was like, it was super oppressive, like, like the terms and conditions, like most terms and conditions, just like obvious, just like, be respectful, keep the place clean, don't smoke, because people hate that these days, just that sort of stuff. But this one was more like, never have anyone staying overnight in your room. I was like, okay, what if like someone's over and they just like want to just like sleep on the floor or sleep on the sofa or something? Because yeah, or what if my family comes to visit, or like my girlfriend comes to visit? So I was like, oh, that's it. It's like no candles or open flames. I was like, all right. I mean, you can have candles in a house. I mean, it's probably not going to start a fire. You will be subject to like just like checks by the landlord's agents every month. So like, we're going to search your room. It's like, I'm not going there, that sounds like prison! I don't want to go to prison! But yeah, anyway, after lots of kind of not very nice houses, and this one person who wanted to be sent them, like, all of my details, and I was like, oh, I don't know all that shit, I got another email being like, we're gonna put you in halls. I was like, oh, thank God, oh, Jesus! And it was good, that was, like, probably the best feeling. Because the other thing about being in halls is you're gonna be with way more students, because when you get to university, you don't know anyone, probably. And yeah, so I was a little worried that I wouldn't meet enough people if I was living by myself. But yeah, I'm going to some halls. I think they're intercollegiate, so people from lots of unis, and undergrads, postgrads, that sort of stuff, all the different people. And they're, yeah, and the place holds like 900 people, so there's going to be, you know, lots of people there, and I don't know what my fringe is doing, I'm sorry, it's making my eyes water though. But yeah, pretty nice. I mean, some of the pictures I've been looking at are pretty good. They have a pretty big. They look like they have a pretty big desk, which is quite a big need because, well, I have 3 screens, and I want all of my 3 screens, and then I want someone to put stuff. I know that's not like a usual request, but I need a 3-screen size desk, and that's important. I can't live without 3 screens, and it may be 2 screens if I was hard pushed. Yeah, sorry, I know it's probably really annoying to watch, but I should really just get a cut. Anyway, yeah, anyway, I just really want 3 screens, and, like, it looks pretty nice. I got an ensuite, which is pretty good. I've never cared about that, like, when my friends are looking at stuff, they're like, I have to have an ensuite, I cannot share a bathroom. That was Jacob. But I think he was forced into an ensuite. Anyway, they're like, no, I'm not sharing a bathroom. It's like, I mean, you share a bathroom most of the time with your family, or, like, if you go somewhere, like, but although in uni the halls are more like public bathroom sort of things with stalls, I mean, it's not that bad, but still, I don't have to have it. I get my own shower, my own friggin', yeah, just friggin' bathroom, so that's good, and it just looks really nice, and I've rambled on about that for ages, but yeah, I'm happy. I don't have much left to do other than sort out, like, stuff I gotta take, clear up the mess that is my room, and then friggin' probably buy some clothes and shit, and then move, and I'm leaving home in a month. I realised that yesterday, I was like, Yeah, I'm gonna be gone in a month, just walking around my little town like I'm going to London. So yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy. So, anywho, other stuff. What have I been doing? Not uploading a huge amount because I've been uploading relatively regularly, but I've missed a few days just because I've been busy. So that happens. And then I don't know. I've just been playing quite a lot of games, playing a lot of KSP, trying to make good collaborative warfare stuff. I've been working on a A10 Warthog style thing, which is quite good. And working on a few other things because shit's about to go down. And I've been working on some political things, which will maybe give me a bit of an upper hand. Yeah, so it might actually turn in my favour. I think all of this is gonna come back to blow up in Penguin's stupid face. Yeah, so that's good. I've also been playing loads of 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die is really good. It's a zombie game, and it has like a crazy crafting system. So you're like, oh, so basically just like the most common thing ever. Yeah, pretty much, but it's good. And they're like, oh, sorry, that's gonna bug me forever. Anyway, yeah. So it's you think, oh, generic game, but it's actually really fun. I mean, it's like not like DayZ because it's single player as well, and you can do multiplayer on like a small server. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you have to scavenge most of your parts, and the thing is that I quite like about it is because you obviously start off like scavenging food and medicine and like guns and weaponry and maybe making the old club and stone axe, but then eventually you'll move over to like building all your own stuff because like when you find gun parts, because you rarely find guns, but sometimes you do. Usually you find gun parts, which is really odd. You can make like molds out of them, so that you can always make guns. So you can just go to sustainability, and the same with bullets. And you can make all the materials for bullets by just like finding stuff and mining. Actually, there's a bit of a mining element. And then and like medicine, you'll go away from using like painkillers you find to using aloe vera cream, which in real life does nothing, but in the game helps. So that's good. But yeah, it's quite nice like that, and every 7 days there's like a big horde, and you have to like defend your house. I've got a bit of a fortress going at this point. It's just a very nice. I don't know. It's quite well rounded, and it's done in the Unity engine. Usually that makes me go, oh fuck you. But it was one of the things that's done really well in it. It looks as good as an indie game can, and it just works quite well. I mean, it's a little bit complex, but once you've figured out just basically how it works, it's not like super hard to play. Like all the stuff you craft, you don't have to look up all the time. It has like a menu, and you click it, and you're like, oh, that's how I make it. And you can find books and learn how to make stuff, and it's yeah, it's pretty well rounded. I've been enjoying it very much, and obviously I've been playing lots of Grand Theft Auto and not much Call of Duty. I mean, I do play a little Call of Duty just because it's fun to shoot people. Yeah, and then I've been doing some programming. I've been writing some solar system-y stuff. I have some ideas for games which might not come to fruition because they're always really big projects, and then I'm always like, eh. But yeah, I've been doing some fun stuff. Playing around with OpenGL, playing around with like making my own 2D graphics engine, which is actually quite hard because at first it's like, oh, this is really easy, and it's like, okay, how do you zoom a camera out? And you're like, oh, then you've got to go to the view model, and you've got to like put in a thing to scale everything, and it's yeah, if you know how to structure a system, which I do relatively well now-ish. Because I did A-level computing, which will help me in my first year of computer science degree, apparently. So yeah, I mean, you just make everything like... pro tip. If you're making a program with visual stuff, what you want is all like the back-end logic you want to put in a model. Like, so that's all worked, and it's not directly linked to like the output in the view. And then basically as an example for like a camera, doing a solar system is what I'm doing. In the model, you have just how it would be in the real world. You have if you're just doing a solar system with the sun at the center, you have the sun always at the center, and then everything else moving at its real distance and its real speed. I'm using Kepler's laws to figure out its orbital rotation, its orbital speed and stuff. Its orbital position is what Kepler's law figures out. And then yeah, and then that all gets put through the view model and scaled down so that it can fit on screen, because my distances are the real distances, so they get scaled down hugely. And then they get what else? There's a lot of stuff you got to do. Then you got to like scale them down again for camera zoom. You got to scale down the images for camera zoom. Just lots of stuff like that, and then eventually when you throw it to the view, it's literally just a bunch of images and like an X and Y, so they just get drawn on screen like that, and the view has nothing to do with the model, basically, and that's what a view model is. So yeah, that's a little description of how I make software. And yeah, I've been learning C++ as well, which is a language I kind of put off learning, because I was like, oh, I'll learn C++, and I was like, actually, I'm going to learn C#. And then yeah, C# is better than Java, which is my main language, because that's what our school taught us. Well, not what our school taught us, that's what we did, like our stuff in computing, so I learned Java, and it's okay. It's just not that fast on execution, and it's a bit of a, I don't know, not an amazing language. And then C# I think is a little better, but stuff like C and C++ are just way better for execution speed and hardcoreness. So yeah, and other than that, I mean, obviously I've been doing quite a bit of YouTube. Lots of YouTube videos. Well, quite a few. I've been trying to keep up with stuff. And yeah, I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers. Yay! 6,000. That's actually pretty insane. When you actually think about 6,000 people in a room, you'd be like, oh, if you were all to give me $1, I could buy a small boat. I'll see you next time.